मेरा नाम Kari है.
And I'm DJ.
हम शिकागो में रहते हैं and we create content around our relationship, lifestyle.
And we are happy to take you along the journey.
So welcome to the channel and Namaste from USA.
नहीं जमेगा, हमसे ना हो पाएगा ये सब। खाना खाना है तो खाओ वरना निकलो। साइंस देके समझा दी हमको मैडम, समझ रहे हो आप? कहाँ अपना डेयरी मिल्क का स्वाद है कि नहीं दोस्तों? क्या ये सब चॉकलेट बेच रहे हैं यहाँ पे?
डेयरी मिल्क। Okay, Dosto, so lots of exciting things happening today. I got my hair done for one, and two, we're going to the cake tasting. So we're basically picking up different kinds of cake, different kinds of filling. We're gonna bring them home, sit down with you, and show you. Somebody was just yelling at us out of their car window. We're gonna sit down with you and show you the cake, the fillings and everything, and then let you know what we like best. And the best part is that when I sent these in, it's been a minute, so I've forgotten what we've ordered, and it's gonna be just as much of a surprise for us as it is for you.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल नमस्ते फ्रॉम यूएसए। आशा करता हूँ आप सब कुशल मंगल है, आपके परिवार लोग सारे कुशल मंगल है। शादी को बचे सिर्फ 15 दिन, समझ रहे हो आप? 15 दिनों में बहुत कुछ चेंज होने वाला है मेरी ज़िंदगी में और कैरी की ज़िंदगी में। मैडम ने मुझे डाइट पे रखा हुआ है, बोल रहे हैं पेट काफ़ी जमा हुआ है, कुछ करो। बट आज मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, पता है क्यों? क्योंकि आज हम जा रहे हैं, एक और नौटंकी कर रहे हैं, अमेरिकन शादी का केक टेस्टिंग।
So we just got here to Cake Chicago, and this is the company that our hotel is working with to provide us our wedding cake. I'm really excited. We just got like this super in-depth scientific explanation of how to pick the different kinds of actual cake and filling. So now we just have to kind of figure out what combinations we do and don't like and go from there. So we'll take our kit home and we'll show you what we got. Okay, Dosto, so we just got back to our apartment with the cake tasting box, and we're gonna go ahead and open it in front of you. We have not broken into it yet. All right, so she's got it saran wrapped. It's got a little thing where we got the cake, my name, tasting date, and then number of people we're supposed to have tasting. And Dexter's really interested, if you can't tell, in some of the cake. We were gonna do 4 people, but it didn't quite work out that way. So we've got enough for 4 people to taste, which means we get extra, and I'm really excited about that. So this is a list of the different fillings and types of cake. So we've got white buttermilk cake, yellow butter cake, red velvet cake as the parts of the actual cake that we're gonna try. And then for filling, we've got milk chocolate mousse, creme brulee, cream cheese, old-fashioned buttercream, and then strawberry conserve, which I imagine is some kind of like strawberry jam-like thing. I guess we're gonna see. And we've got this tied up. I like the packaging on this, very cute. I didn't really know what to expect. People usually do the cake tastings at like the bakery, so that's what we were originally gonna do, but because of COVID and you know things have been a little crazy, we got a take-home one. So, drum roll.
Oh,
cute!
man.
How nice. So these are all of the fillings for the cake. And she told us that we needed to leave them out for a little bit so they can defrost. You can tell it's a little bit frozen. Cream cheese, creme brulee. This is the strawberry conserve, which looks exactly like the strawberry jam I was envisioning. And then milk chocolate mousse. Because who doesn't like chocolate?
Oh, yeah.
Some little spoons. How cute are these all wrapped up? Adorable. Next layer, we've got the cake. So yellow cake, white buttermilk cake, and then red velvet cake. And I believe this is the icing that she does all of her cakes with. So it's Italian meringue buttercream. She said it's very lightly sweet. It's kind of fluffy, so you don't get like taken out by the icing on the cake before you get to the actual cake. So I'm excited about that. And then this is our fifth filling, was the old-fashioned buttercream for inside. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one as well. So we'll get all of these out. We're supposed to let them defrost, and then we'll be back to taste.
आपको पता है केक में 3 लेयर्स होते थे? मुझे तो आज तक भी आइडिया नहीं था इस बारे में। जैसे कि मैं बता रहा था, केक में एक तो होता है आइसिंग, जिसको ये लोग फैंसी बोलते हैं मेरेंग। दूसरी चीज़ होती है फिलिंग, रास्पबेरी, स्ट्रॉबेरी, वनीला, चीज़ केक, रकम के आप फिलिंग कर सकते हैं। और ऑब्वियसली फाइनल चीज़ है जो एक्चुअल केक। सो 3 चीज़ मिला के ही एक फैंसी केक बनता है। और वेडिंग केक में हमें ऑप्शन मिला है, हमने 5 फिलिंग चूज़ की है और 3 केक चूज़ किए हैं, और जो मेरेंग है वो कॉमन रहेगा सब में। सो एक टेस्ट करके आपको बताते हैं कौन सा हमने चूज़ किया। बने रहिए हमारे साथ। इसी बात पे मुझे याद आया दोस्तों, हमारा और एक चैनल है जो हमने पूरा लॉन्च नहीं किया है, रात एंड रोल। सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो जाके थोड़ा सब्सक्राइब कर दो।
Dexter is really interested in this cake.
This is not for you, Dexter.
He's been watching the whole time.
He just disagrees. Huh?
Lying in wait for everything to thaw out. Jeez. Oh, so fluffy.
Yeah.
Very soft. Okay, this was white buttermilk cake. So
Yummy.
sent us with 2 slices. So I think I'm just gonna cut these in half and then create little cubes, right? Was the idea?
Yeah, so that you get to try 2 pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, half of it.
Yeah, but you want to try it with a bunch of different stuff, right? So. Okay, Dostos, so we're starting with the white butter cake, and we've got all the icings. So, let's see if I can get this right. I'm pretty sure this is the old-fashioned. This is the chocolate mousse, creme brulee, the cheesecake? No, cream cheese. And this is the strawberry conserve. So I'm just gonna get right to it. So, well, that didn't work quite the way I wanted it to. I feel like this is the one my mom would like the most because she loves just like simple wedding cake, and I really like it too. I'm gonna icing.
It was that good?
It's cake. You know, sweets are my favorite. This is like combining my 2 favorite food groups, bread and sweets. So I'm all about the cake. It's basically the only food item that I really care about at the wedding. Everything else is gonna be great, but this is what I'm looking forward to most.
यार हमारे बेटे को भी कुछ खिलाओ, हैं? बेचारा डेक्स्टर। There you go.
And he'll leave me alone for 0 seconds after that. All right, we're gonna go on to the next one, and since that didn't really work out last time, I'm just gonna put it on there. Cheers. I like the chocolate. I think a lot more than I thought I was going to. It's not like over the top. Joanne from Cake was telling us that sometimes the chocolate can be really overpowering, but she said that was usually when you had a chocolate cake and chocolate together. I think this goes really nicely. All right, on to creme brulee, which is what I was most excited about to try because creme brulee is one of my favorite desserts.
That's one of my favorite too. Besides the desi gulab jamun, jalebi.
DJ really likes tiramisu, and they did have something like that, but I just couldn't see it in a wedding cake. I really like that a lot.
I thought you were.
I don't know how to describe what's different about it from like any other icing, but it just has that, I think, creamier texture to it like you would get in an actual creme brulee.
does it have that burnt caramel flavor by any means?
You mean the burnt sugar?
Yeah.
Maybe
caramel
a little
is burnt
bit.
sugar, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. Yeah, it tastes like creme brulee. Like, not the top hard part that you would usually have, but like the underneath that's really creamy and smooth. I like that a lot. Next we're on to the cream cheese, which usually goes with like a red velvet cake. So I'm excited to try this with the red velvet cake.
Good.
So good. I love cream cheese frosting. It just can be, I think, a little overpowering sometimes. But I think if we were doing a red velvet cake, which who knows, maybe we do, that would go really well with that. All right, and last but not least, we're on to the strawberry conserve, which is the one that I'm a little skeptical of. I'm typically not a fruit-filling kind of person when
Looks
it comes
like a
to
strawberry
cake.
jam almost.
Yeah. Really gotta find a better way to do this. Not my favorite. Something about it tastes a little medicinal.
Well, that's not good news.
So I mean, it's not terrible. It's just when I think of cake, not what I would pick. All right, let's move on after I lick my plate, and DJ will give you his feedback.
हमारे इंडियन शादी में ये सब बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगा, नौटंकी। खाना खाना है तो खाओ वरना निकलो। यहाँ पे क्या किसको केक खाना है, कौन सा फ्लेवर, समझ रहे हो? मैडम ने बोला तो ट्राई कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? सो पहला चीज़ मैं करूँगा स्ट्रॉबेरी से, नॉट माई फेवरेट ऑब्वियसली। नहीं जमेगा, हमसे ना हो पाएगा ये सब बाबा।
I had a feeling.
But I like the texture of the cake. It is very soft. It's not crumbly, not falling apart as a cake should be. I think she did some. She's a food scientist, Joanne, isn't she? That's what she told us.
Yeah, she was very scientific in her explanations, which we actually really like.
पूरा science देके समझा दी हमको मैडम, समझ रहे हो आप? This one is the cream cheese, I think.
Yes, it is.
I could go either ways.
Right, it's good, but it's a little much.
हाँ मतलब convincing नहीं लगा मुझे, आर पार हो सकता है। Next, creme brulee. Creme brulee? Creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
हाँ वही है, एक ही चीज़ है मैडम। शाबाश, एक नंबर दोस्तों, बता रहा हूँ, मज़ा आ जा रहा है एकदम। I think that's my favorite so far.
It was mine.
चॉकलेट हुआ, थोड़ा खा लेते हैं। कहाँ अपना डेयरी मिल्क का स्वाद है कि नहीं दोस्तों? क्या ये सब चॉकलेट बेच रहा है यहाँ पे?
Dairy milk.
डेयरी मिल्क और थम्स अप का मजा ही कुछ और है। आपको जब लेके जाएंगे इंडिया तब खिलाएंगे मैडम, तैयार रहिएगा।
Thumbs up.
और ये फाइनल, what was this?
This is the old-fashioned buttercream.
Old-fashioned cocktail. I like that. I actually like that the most.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that's my favorite. Second would be the creme brulee.
Okay, well, we're both settled on creme brulee, so I feel like that's the way we're leaning so far.
कुछ भी बना के बेचता है अमेरिका में ये लोग, समझ रहे हो?
If you guys hadn't noticed, we've been eating with our hands, so I'm going to pop up our eating with our hands video up here. Make sure you go check it out. Okay, Dosto, so now we're on to the red velvet cake, and it's true to the name, it is red. What I know of red velvet cake is that it basically tastes like chocolate, but it's red. And it's typically served here with a cream cheese filling, which would be this one. So I'm going to work my way to that, and we're going to start with the old-fashioned. Diving in. I like it, but now that we have a cake that's not just like vanilla kind of, everything tastes really strong because this has so much more flavor than the other one. which I'm not sure I like actually.
You know what I like the most, without even tasting? It's just the color contrast on that plate. It looks beautiful.
But you'll have frosting over it, so
Yeah.
you know, the outside of the cake. I mean, I guess you would see it through because the cake design we're going with.
Before
is a
you
little
taste that, babe, what did Joanne say? What options do we have? We can do alternate cakes?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a 3-tiered cake. The tiers are based on how many people you have. We're gonna have 60 people at the wedding. And what you can do is you can alternate the actual cake type and fillings within one slice of cake, or we can do 2 separate cakes that have different fillings. So everybody would have a chance to try a different cake. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm kind of leaning towards that option. I don't know. I think once we're done, we'll have a better idea of what we're gonna do. So we're on to the chocolate mousse. It all just kind of blends together because it's already like chocolate and then more chocolate, but it is not as intense as the old-fashioned was, which I'm really surprised.
पहले start करेंगे वही बकवास strawberry से. जैसा उम्मीद किया था वैसे ही बकवास है.
Wanted to get that out of the way, did you?
Precisely what I was saying in Hindi में. बिल्कुल बकवास. Total time pass किया है लोग. कुछ भी बेचता है अमेरिका में. चलो next try करते हैं. I forgot Kari. This one was.
That's cream cheese.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, that's cream cheese.
Kari बता रही है कि cream cheese और red velvet का अच्छा combo है.
Actually,
Try करते हैं.
Yeah, I'm not sure at this point. Cream cheese? Okay.
I actually like it.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Next is my favorite so far, the creme brulee and red velvet.
Right? It's a little flat.
It's a little fat, yes. That's the way to describe. Next, chocolate.
Right? I think they both kind of lose themselves in the cake.
फिर भी हम देसी लोग सब सफाचट कर रहे हैं. कुछ छोड़ना नहीं है बिल्कुल प्लेट में, है ना? पूरा पैसा वसूल करेंगे. केक टेस्टिंग का मौका मिला है, मतलब सारा सफाचट खाएंगे. आखिरी पीस ओल्ड फैशन्ड
Buttercream.
बटरक्रीम.
This one I thought tasted really sweet with this cake.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it. It's not my favorite Kari,
Good.
but overall I think we should just rule out red velvet. हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा दोस्तों. Cancel. Total cancel.
Okay, so now we're on to the creme brulee, which is my favorite so far. I feel like everything's falling either really intense at this point or super flat. So I already feel like I've decided that it's not going to be the red velvet, but we're going to work through the rest of these fillings.
Yeah, because we both like the creme brulee.
Yeah.
So we have to just figure out which cake it goes with.
Where that tastes best. But here's the regular red velvet with the cream cheese filling. It's very good, but I think I'm used to having red velvet cake as a cupcake, so I could take it in that, but maybe not like a whole slice of cake. And then, you know, we both are not super interested in the strawberries, so I feel like I'm kind of dreading this bite.
नहीं जमेगा. चलो कोई बात नहीं.
That's just not it. Okay, so we're trying the actual frosting that's gonna go on the cake. We only have one option, and I know we already kind of said red velvet's out, but I wanna know what the difference in taste is between the red velvet and whatever this was, white buttermilk cake. So let's start with the one that I already know I'm not a fan of. It kind of flattens the red velvet out and you can't taste it, so.
Great. Cancelled anyways. Cancelled always.
Cancelled anyways. So let's see it on here. I think I'm gonna like this a lot.
Yeah, comes out good.
Very good. It's like lightly sweet. And I think it'll go really well with whatever filling we pick too, so it's not too much in your face. Plus we're gonna have the Indian desserts, so I don't really want the cake to be like overly sweet when we have other things that are coming too.
Don't you worry, my lady. Nothing overpowers the Indian sugar syrup.
This is true. Okay, Dosto, so we have decided on our cake flavors. We're gonna do the white buttermilk cake, and we're gonna do two versions. One with the old-fashioned buttercream frosting, and then one with the creme brulee, oh, not frosting, filling, and one with the creme brulee filling. So I think the old-fashioned was DJ's favorite. Was that right, babe?
That is correct.
And then the creme brulee was my favorite. So I think it's really cool that we get the option to do two separate cakes. Everybody will have an option to pick and choose which one they like best. And then we'll both get to eat on our wedding the one that we like best. Okay, Dosto, so I hope you enjoyed this vlog on our wedding planning series of the cake tasting from Cake Chicago. And make sure you drop a comment down below which cake you would pick, like the video, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll see you